Cool. We are live. It is Old World Fanatics. It's Andrew and Gomo here again for another non-advertised impromptu live stream because we're getting lazy about producing videos, and this seems to be sometimes an easier way to do it. Yeah. And the reason why we did it, I guess, is because this thing on the screen came up today. We got shared in our Discord channel about it. I haven't even dug into it really, and I didn't dig into where it came from. Like, as in, it must obviously be from Games Workshop.
Yeah,
you did.
Oh,
cool. Well, do you want to give an intro to it there? Because it sounds like you actually did. I did some research about army lists, but that's it. Yeah.
No. So it's at Warhammer World. You're putting me on the spot now.
Yeah.
But is it in? I don't know if it's in February. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this that big? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's the big one. You're going to make me look it up now because I don't want to tell people lies. But I did see, because they're doing Eventbrite, that I think 40K was sold out already.
Okay. Yeah.
And they've got like all the big games in there.
But do they run the 40K one and this one at the same time, or do they like?
I'm not sure.
Or is it not at Warhammer World? Am I just confused? Is it not at
No, it is. Yeah, it's Warhammer World. It's on the 22nd to the 23rd of Feb.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm guessing
it's a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure how big Warhammer World is, actually.
It's not, like, the room isn't that. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's probably double the size of, like, the Legions Club upstairs, maybe in terms of the gaming hall.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me have a look at 40K.
I would have thought, I guess at the end of the day, they just cap sizes, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
that's it.
Hey, Solar Warden. From the Warhammer World event in Feb. Yeah, that's what you just said. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, but we didn't need to know about the Throne of Skulls, so I'm not putting you too much under pressure. It's just because it's not really it's relevant, but not relevant. I guess the relevant thing is it's Games Workshop saying this, and I guess that's what we wanted to jump on about is chat around the composition changes here, because they were the ones who really like threw up the whole no more than 3 core choices back. I don't know if that was the Throne of Skulls, but whatever they were running earlier in the year. But 2++. Is that Paddy from 2+ podcast? If it is, we need to get him on here at some point. Maybe he can jump on now. No. I've just lost a head, Drew. What did you do? What did I do there?
Oh God.
What happened there?
No.
Did you bump it? You're doing hobby and you banged your keyboard.
Well, no. So I'm doing hobby, and then I picked up a wolf and I've moved him over. And somehow it just happens to be on the remove picture of me, and just clicked it when I put it down.
Wasn't rebooting you out this time, so that's good.
No. I've finished my hobby. I moved a whoop over. Anyway, I'm here.
Yeah, this is not a proper video and stuff, so we can just it's live streaming, do whatever we want. I just didn't even think of hobbying, man. I just thought of jumping. I'm so used to just getting on a podcast and just having it all here, and you're sitting there hobbying. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
So I hobbied before because I thought I was waiting for you for a few minutes. So I got the hobby out, but the problem was I was halfway through gluing a miniature, so I kind of had to finish it.
Yeah,
but I'm all done. I'm done. I'm here. I'm focused.
But so like I guess. Yeah, they were the first to do these 3, the restriction thing. For whatever reason, that's cool. But and then anyway, they brought out this new one, which doesn't say anything about that 3 core thing, which is interesting as well. So it's really just 2 big major changes, which is 25% of your army's total value on, you can't spend, 25% of your army's total on a single character, and then basically limiting level 3s and 4s of wizards. So level 3s, you can have, like basically in the 2,000 points, you can have 2 of them, and in a 2,000 point game, you can have 1 level 4. So I'm assuming you can double them up, like you can have 2 level 3s and a level 4. Yeah. But you can't, and you can have any numbers of level 1s and 2s. But the big one is that, the 25% in a single character. Although, note that these limitations do not apply to named characters. So, probably won't have time right now because I just saw this Sabo and put it up. But what characters are above there, so to speak? Is there a couple?
For the name characters?
Yeah, like how big's Gullrock and stuff?
Oh, surely. I think one of the dwarf ones might have been up there too.
Yeah.
Surely, yeah, there'd have to be a couple. Because they are quite expensive, the name characters, like most of them, for what they sort of give you.
Do they often get over the... Like, I know the Orc ones, I don't think, get over that 500. They wouldn't get close to that.
No, but what about Gorich?
Yeah, just have a look at him now. Can he be added in any of them, or is he just in like that Wolves or whatever it is, or the Heralds or whatever it is? I'm just looking it up on Army Builder now. We're so good at this. He's 465, so he can get in anyway because you can't give him anything else.
Yeah,
he's
okay.
465. The other one won't be big. What's the name?
Yeah, I got rid of bloody new recruit. I had it up before.
So who?
Well, there must be something for him to put it in there. Unless
well, I'm just wondering, but it could be to do with the level 4 wizard stuff. So does that mean you can have Gullrock, but you can also take a level 4?
Ooh.
Because isn't he a level 4? I'm just using Gullrock as an example. There's probably others, but Gullrock is a level 4 wizard. So you could then take a level 4. Couldn't you? With this?
Guessing so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
And yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay, cool. So let's just before I'm going to bring up, I can bring Old World Builder up if we want, because it might be good to play around with some and just see what's there. But I mean, out of the box, man, what do you think of it overall? Obviously, Paddy said they like it. Big fan of the comp. They've got a 1,500 pointer in Blacktown coming up. Won't be in the next week, but he's considering it strongly for the next one. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I mean, 1,500 points, that changes it again, doesn't it? I mean, what's that make it? Just doing the maths on that. 375 points.
Yeah, that's really...
And that's hitting the Black Orc on the Wyvern now.
Yeah, I know. That is, isn't it?
Actually, that's hitting that's not a bad idea. That's hitting the Duke on the peg and all that stuff as well. And yeah.
Well, you can still take him. You just got to be really careful with, maybe you just got to go your great weapon and plate armor.
It's either you choose to go defensive or offensive, depending on what type it is. So, it's a simple change. I don't think it's like the fix to the entire game and all that stuff. But in the short term, if you saw some of these tournaments running it, it'd certainly shake the meta around a little bit. I mean, let's talk about that without getting too far down the thing. Like, do you think it'll just wipe out the obviously, so like for example actually let's bring up the dragons. Right.
I'm just laughing at Solar Warden's comment.
Yeah. Let's bring up the first one is the Walk Dragon.
Yeah.
I can't really zoom. Oh, I can.
Yeah, I didn't hit the Chaos Dragon. I did before the Wood Elf and the High Elf Dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he's
interesting.
Without anything, just him and the dragon is 408 points.
Ooh.
So you can bring him.
Spicy. Yeah.
Well, hang on. You probably still need at least a great weapon.
Sure.
So
comes with his chaos armor, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, you might, so you don't have a lot. You've got like, if you've got that weapon on him, you've got 16 points left. You give him a charm shield or something. I don't know. Yeah, he's
that's funny.
Yeah, you're not getting any. Yeah, so that's
nothing.
I guess the downside for the chaos guy there is if you're taking this guy, you might end up seeing more of those
Manticore and stuff. Maybe
or even the Sorcerer Lord he can go on the Chaos Dragon, can't he? Yeah,
he's not.
But then he's big too because obviously he's a level 4 or level 3 and then up to a level 4. Yeah, so probably not him either. It's going to nerf him. But yes, so therefore you're right. You might start seeing. Well, you might see Demon Princes running around as well. Chaos, what would you say? The Manticore. Yeah. Yeah, he's got heaps to play with.
Yeah.
But it's that tough. This is the one that's got that lower toughness, eh? So he ends up being,
Is it top 5?
yeah, something like that.
Strength 6?
Yeah, it doesn't give you a toughness buff.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
So running around on toughness 5 guy.
Yeah.
What if the DPs then come into play a little bit, you know?
That would be
Fly.
neat
The
to
problem is
see.
level 4. Oh, level 4 is 345. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I think from the good thing is from the chaos build internally, I think that's
Mm.
pretty cool. You might see
Yeah.
it, you know, or that people just won't bring them, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think, yeah, it's annoying enough where you're just going to see these invincible sort of dragons. I think not really be there as much. Like it's like you said, it's like you got to build defensive or offensive sort of thing. And I don't think you're going to have a awesome, you know, highly defensive or offensive dragon. Like you're still going to have to, you know, there's going to be some. Especially for like the high elf one, there's going to, you know, definitely be a few limitations on what you're going to be able to do.
Well, you can talk about him because you know more about him. So base his 420 before you start adding on his other stuff. So he's 80 points. What are you for going?
Well, first up is going to be the classic of as he got the what is it? The Anointed Netlings in his.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about the Wood Elf one or the High Elf?
Yeah, for the you're on the High Elf.
Yeah, I'm the High Elf one. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So you want?
Yeah.
Do you end up giving him that Seed of Rebirth or the Talisman?
Oh,
Talisman.
Well, usually I just go the Seed of Rebirth because it's 20.
Because 20 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I haven't given him a weapon here at the moment. So.
Yeah, he hasn't even got a weapon.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really cool. You know, that's the good thing too. This is going to stop the need to have the Ogre Blade running around potentially. So you might get and see a little bit of changes there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it fully, but
I don't know if he comes with dragon armor stock, so you're probably gonna have to give him what plate.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't do that
weapon.
or even a weapon, you know. So
yeah, so
this is where you want to go great weapon, and now he's sitting at 450.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, you're gonna have a bit of a problem here with giving him the Ogre Blades plus, you know, that save.
You can throw the Giant Blade, and then you've got, you know, because I still haven't used his what's it called? Did you usually give him one of these guys? I can't remember. Or did you have to give him one of these?
Elven Honors. No. So I did run with the Calidor upgrade because basically that gives you weapon skill 8 and he gets dragon armor.
That's the one you screwed me around with. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, probably obviously you don't need that. So instead of going the Star Dragon, like you could obviously, you know, take a concession and go down to the Moon Dragon or the
that's true.
They've got Star, Moon, and
Sun.
Sun. That's it.
Yeah. This guy's still giving you +2 toughness and then +5 wounds. So he's pretty good. You're right. That's the Wood Elves, the High Elves at least have that option where they're able to play around with different dragons still, which is pretty interesting. And likewise, it's funny, isn't it? If there's no big, massive dragons running around, it's like evolution, you know. You take the top one out of the food chain or whatever, suddenly all the other little ones become quite powerful. There's more of them. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if there's builds where there's lots of smaller dragons running around. They're not going to get eaten by the big one. So,
maybe, I don't know. I'd love to see that. Like, it just, I don't know. We'll see how we go, but I think this is a good start.
Yeah, but you'll still be able to fit in there quite a. You won't go with that top tier, but you could still see, you know, a fairly decent fighting dragon guy and a level 4 running around. But you're just not going to get. So, like, what armies are really getting? Who hates this level 4 spam? It's probably the goblins and the Empire that are probably doing it, isn't it? Oh, and maybe demons maybe can do those type of things, but
maybe I haven't seen too many double 4s getting around. I don't know if Actor took 2 level 4s or a level 4 and a level 3 just for raising.
Yeah.
So if you did want that big raising buff, 2 level 4s is always good. But
One other thing I did think, obviously, I went to Tomb Kings. Look at this
Yeah.
guy there. He still sits under it with his Armor of Ages, Talisman of Protection,
yeah.
a great weapon. The Tomb King's still hanging around on his Bone Dragon if you want. He fits.
Yeah, just got
that'd
that
be-
weapon issue as well, don't you?
He's
quite defensive. Yeah,
he's quite defensive. So he's that tank's still hanging around in that build. And ironically, some of the the new meta of crap ton of poison shooting that still doesn't get touched by that comp. So they're obviously little couple of steps behind, maybe. Yeah, especially when you're talking about February.
Still quite a while, isn't it?
Still kind of a while away, but pretty interesting.
It's good.
Any, I'm not sure if there are any other ones people are listening to that, but yeah, like what about that? So what was the other ones you were thinking about? Wood Elves. This guy gets pretty much the Glade Lord Forest Dragon gets capped out. He can still do like the bedazzling and befuddlement, so he can still be defensive, but
did he have the annoyance as well? Do you do both in this?
I didn't do it on that one. Hang on. No. So then he's over.
Yeah.
So you could take off the befuddlement. Or is that the one you can't? Hang on. That's not the wrong. Maybe you can't do that. Is this the one you can't have on? Yeah, infantry and cav. Sorry, I put the wrong one. That's all. So he's got a little bit of extra play there.
Yeah, definitely. Because you could probably just get the -1 to hit might be good. You just won't be hitting probably as good back.
Yeah.
Then that's good.
Yeah. It's really the big chaos one, the big high elf one. And then obviously this guy potentially, but this guy's here to stop the other ones a little bit too. So you probably don't mind if you ratchet him back a little bit. It's just going to be, it'd be interesting because when you got the extra, like what else do you, as a chaos person, what are you bringing when you're not spending the 600? Like if you jump over and look at some of the lists that say chaos bring, where was chaos rank first? Let's just grab one. I'm assuming this one might have a dragon. Oh, this is a triple dragon list. So this is all still doable. Oh, no, it's probably not allowed because, hang on. Yeah, okay. Well, this one goes straight through. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this list. It's 1750. Hang on. Well, I thought I clicked 2000. It went back. Sorry. Geez, you can get all that in 1750. Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts. Imagine triple dragon 1750.
Some of these really don't matter, do they? So there's that guy at 600 points. So again, you just got to lose some of those.
Yep.
Yeah, 622. So it's really, the Chaos Dragon's going to get smashed hard. So that's okay. Jeez, look, that list is look at these. Forsaken. There's Brutal Deluxe, and there's some of our ones. That was one of ours. Yeah, 562 for that Chaos Lord.
It's a bit to shave off, really. Like when your base price is so expensive, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave you with a lot else, does it?
No. Let's have a look at Brett's though. So this is one I was a little bit interested about because obviously it doesn't touch the Green Knight. It doesn't actually touch the Duke.
Duke doesn't care. It's the most expensive
really, Duke. And then you're not seeing I don't know. I've never seen, apart from people maybe running a Prophetess and Lady Duchard and stuff like that. I'm not. You don't see like multi-level 4s or anything like that. So Bretonnians just don't get. They just go straight through this.
It's a good thing. Like Bretonnians, I think they need a big boost.
They've been struggling. So
they have. Yeah, they're down there with Lizardman, clearly.
That's a bit worrying that they just go straight through.
Clearly, there was a few Bretonian players in the organization crew.
Yeah,
they love it.
Yeah, like this is. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's like, that's fine. Yep. Through you come. Another Duke. Yeah. Oh, it is what it is. Well, let's look at Luke's. Is this Luke's list? Must have been if it's first at LGT. 371. He had a level 4. He had the Green Knight too, pretty sure, didn't he? Yeah, he definitely took the Green Knight, wherever it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so that's all through as well. So Bretonnians, really is only the High Elf and Chaos and a little bit of Wood Elf one. And potentially, I mean, I haven't looked at the other factions, but I was going to say the Stonehorns and stuff, but they can't even come because they're ogres. The Beastmen, can you even get them up that high? Probably not, because they're not on any big mounts. Oh, the Dark. Oh, no, Dark Elves. They're not counted. Empire, you probably won't get over 500. I doubt it with the dude on the Griffin. And Dwarf Mountain Holds, you could easily go over 500 with a Dwarf guy. With Royal Clan and stuff. Couldn't you?
Get how many points Royal Clan gives you. Is it 150?
Well, yeah, it gives you the extra. Yeah, it gives you the extra.
Yeah, I think it goes up to 150. Base, I think the guys are 120, 130. So that's almost 300 right there. I don't know if you would actually.
Right. Okay. So you don't really see. You're probably right. You don't see.
You probably get up to about maybe 400 odd.
Yeah, none of these have big ones. I mean, I don't even know how old these ones are. Probably should have done it by date. King's 336. Yeah. King 309. Yeah. No. So they're probably fine. It's interesting. Like, I don't mind that. I think it's an interesting idea to throw around stuff. I just don't know how. Given that that's February, do you see people? Obviously, and even Paddy said that some of those guys might run it in their smaller ones. Solar Ward just said, "Why no Dark Elves? Are we not expecting?" Well, everyone else other than G Double take them in, but for that tournament specifically, they're not letting them in. So that's the only reason I said that.
GW only support what you can buy,
which you can't even buy either.
Yeah. You
can't buy half the. 4 out of the 9 factions yet. Well, they're hopefully about to get the Empire by the time that's there, by the sound of it. Maybe even the High Elves, though, if it's Feb.
Yeah. Well, if it's, some of those faster ones that came out back to back, that would be good. But I was going to say before, like, because that's come out, do you foresee some tournaments? Yeah, like, the ones who haven't announced what they're doing and bigger ones potentially taking that on, at least trying it out. Yeah.
And in that case, it will affect some of these other ones. Probably would affect the Dark Elf one, wouldn't it? Because I think they can get up there as well. With the Black Dragon.
Yeah. Vamps.
And I was going to say the Vamps. How does it affect?
Yeah, because they've got Vampire Powers plus their allotment. I think it's when they've got like.
Yeah, so here's one.
So Chaos got like
points. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's anywhere you can sort of like double up with those extra abilities, I think is where it's going to get really expensive. But it's good. You can still take it all. You just can't have all your toys. Which is, it's going to be good because you're going to have like either an offensive build or more of a defensive build.
Yeah, and I guess the question I always think is like, okay, if you take that away, what else does it do? Because now it's not just taking away the dragon; it's freeing up some more points in your army. So what do you do with those points? And so that's where, and even the level 4, I'm just wondering what level 4s can go over it. Is there level 4s that aren't on mounts that can potentially hit that 500 mark? Probably not. They'd have to be on mounts. Probably.
Yeah.
Like some of them get up there, but because the Black Hawk is not anywhere near. He's in the 3s. He's not on one. Nicoms will never get there. I think the level 4s are going to affect goblins for sure, and some of those Empire builds that wanted multiple level 4s running around. But you have got that level 3 thing, so that's interesting too. Like, do you think you're going to see some differences because they're Well, I guess, will you see differences? Because if a lot of people aren't taking level 4s, or are they? If they're not taking multiple level 4s,
yeah.
just by taking a level 3 and a 4, what does it do to the game? Is it massively different? Probably not. Just you got less chance of getting the spell you want. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, a level 3 is not a terrible option, even against level 4. Obviously, people just go level 4s because, it's a better chance. But, I mean, it's only one better, isn't it? So, still reckon you'd see it.
Paddy said that I reckon it will drop it pretty wide. Definitely fixes the top end, but Bretonnia gets a boost, though, as you said. That's yeah. I guess what I wanted to think about, I just don't know if this goes far enough. I don't think it does. I probably don't say it. It's probably not the right thing to do this, it doesn't. It's not going to mean you're going to spend the rest of your points on, like, infantry, for example.
Yeah.
That's something, like, I don't think.
Yeah.
So that's the only. I mean, that's a game issue, I guess. There's probably just not much you can do.
No.
My view is you probably just hit on for the high elves and stuff. You'd probably go, well, I'll just might take more dragons, but just smaller ones.
Yeah, the smaller ones.
It's just not going to get chewed out by a big one. So
Yeah.
It's
I've
funny.
always wondered, like,
Tomb Kings don't get hit by it either. So suddenly the the two armies that came out of the launch can just go into this going, cool, I got no issue.
Yeah.
I can still,
Although you can't take a Ogre Blade, can you? Could you always take one anyway?
Well, with the Tomb King?
Yeah.
No.
If you had the
I think you can maybe get the... No, you can't. You can't even get the Giant Blade in, I don't think. Sorry, you can probably get the Giant Blade or something in, but you can't have your 5-up ward as well then. So you'd have to just go with your pretty much no save because you use an Armor of Ages and then a 5-up regen. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which most of the time you took the Talisman of Protection to give you a 5-up, 5-up.
I suppose because you don't really have you don't really have an armor save as such, do you? Like, it's a 6-up, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes to shit. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but overall, I don't think you saw a lot of the Tomb King dragons were not there to throw the ogre blades at people and kill people, were they? They're there just you're never moving off them.
They're not destroying the game either. Look, I haven't seen too many people whinging about the Tomb King dragons, especially now that the Armor of Ages has been rectified.
Yeah, so they said level 4s. Yeah, Alan Joyce in here said it'd be wider felt at the smaller points, 15. Yeah, that's true. Just to be that guy, I believe that rumors were that GW was releasing an organized play pack, which this may draw from. Yeah, well, I mean, we've heard about that for a while, and then it just sort of when they did that roadmap, it wasn't on that, and it just also there wasn't anything on the roadmap really, was there? It was just we're doing heaps of stuff, but all you're getting is Empire and High Elves next year sometime.
It was the worst roadmap.
It wasn't even drawn in the right way.
You're just looking at it. Yeah, you're like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah. So I think they might now. I don't know. I've no idea now. I'm not able to do what you expect. The only thing I would say is you look at whatever they do for Heresy, and it's probably similar. And Middle Earth, unless for some reason Old World is just so far above them. It doesn't have to hit AOS 40k levels, but if Fantasy is far more played and popular than those other ones, then they will get more stuff, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
another question then. Would you, without a tournament to practice, would you use that comp? Like if you just if we went, let's play a game next week, would you use that comp? Or would you go, I'd just do it if I have to?
I would say I'd wait and see how the comp scene does it. And then if that's regularly imposed, then we would adopt that. Yeah, right. If you understand me.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm sure there's going to be conversations coming out very soon about, how they're going to adopt it. I mean, you got like the SPOT rule set. Are they going to put something on there?
Yeah. Not that I didn't even look at because I pulled out of that. I didn't even look at what the comp thing was. Did they actually do much? They, I don't know. Oh, we're probably going to, I've got another topic on that, but I was just thinking about
Sidetracking off.
just you're talking about comp. I reckon the whole terrain thing has just turned into a. When I saw that picture that Jelly sent, and I should bring that up somewhere. Where was that? Where did I put that picture? Because that's funny to bring up. Because we talked about that massive list. I'm going off topic now, but if we're talking about comp, you know the comp I'm talking about. Yeah, you know the picture I'm talking about. Here it is.
Shame on you, Jelly.
Share this. Oh no, he didn't do. It wasn't him. He was watching this.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Nah,
I thought he was running goblins, and then he's rocked up with this like blob of Tomb Kings.
How do I reshare something in this?
Sorry, Jelly. Sorry. I thought it was
he didn't. He didn't.
I was cursing his name.
He took. This is the 181 skeleton infantry cohort. That is just. We're going to talk about this on the pod next week, but for those lucky people listening to me live after a couple of vodkas, I'll tell you what half of this problem is, and I'm sorry, Rob from Squarebase. These fucking terrain layouts are bullshit, and we need to get away from this stuff as an industry, as a gaming comp. We need to get away from 6 pieces of terrain, identical layouts. Let's get back to fantasy where terrain mattered and it was bit random, and if you got on the wrong side of the table and it was shit, that's your problem. It's fantasy.
Yes.
Roll some dice, gentlemen. Yeah.
Yes.
This is just shit. And I'm yelling. You get Josh on this. Josh would tear people if he wasn't so nice. He hates that layout. And this is the problem because you can do exactly what that dude's doing. And it's not just Squarebase that started this. It's Games Workshop saying the middle of the board has to have nothing in it. That's another problem, except for the Watchtower one. It's just like shit. No, So anyway, that's my rant for Friday night. But that's part of the problem.
Because it's too organized for a fantasy game,
and you can. The other thing, and this has happened in 40K, they just build the armies around the terrain, so they know exactly how that board looks. Like that's it's not chess. Like, I shouldn't be able to walk up to a board game knowing the 3 types of layouts that could be on. Like, that's like saying in war that we're only allowed to fight in 3 different areas of the world and we have to know where they are. And then we all stand like gentlemen and then we start playing. Like, it's just, I don't know what happened since 8th died to now here that we've got to this point where we want these organized layouts. Something's wrong with it. Yeah.
I just like scattering terrain. I reckon that's a really good one. Like you just get a terrain piece, just roll 1 to 6 or whatever. You don't have to have 6 pieces, but put it in a quadrant, scatter X amount of inches. Boom. Yeah. You just get some random stuff.
Sorry, I got a bit random there. Well, nothing against Ben. I'm not. It's not Rob. I was just joking. He's awesome, but it's just. I don't like it. I'd hope this is the problem with it. I think you get something like that where it's just easy. There's no terrain on the board, so you can put these huge bloody.
I don't endorse drinking, but
yeah. However, I will say if it gets too crowded, then it doesn't really help the whole poor infantry situation. So it's it is a balancing act. Yeah, because certainly when you play on it, that's right. I think he means me. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Well, no one watches our live streams anyway, so it's all good.
No. Just the hardcore.
That was such a funny picture when Jelly said this. I went, what? Because I was trying to find this list, and that's how we talked about the 90 and the 110 one.
Yeah.
Skeleton one. I'd heard about this one, but I don't know. Couldn't find it in the list. So, but when you said that's even funnier.
Well, maybe that's how you fix infantry. There you go. You just put 181 troops together, and
right. And put your chariots in there, and you're done. Yeah,
beat that bulls.
I'm sure we will talk about this on the pod next week, but it's just
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. AC. Well, yes. Look, Andrew and I did a couple of games because I did find it easy to. It is nice about a roll dice and know which layout it is and put it out there. There's definitely benefits to it. Don't get me wrong. There's also benefits when you are playing with people you don't know, so that's just all set up. And even what we were talking about with I was talking about this on that new Old World of Oz channel that I'm on with ASB and stuff, that the more we can help TOs and have standardized ways to run tournaments, use the software, all that is a good thing. And so like things like what Squarebase have where, or I think it's Squarebase that actually made these cards. You've got the whole cards, you can print them out and you can like deal them up, and then you've got the layout right there and you can use it. Like it's really well organized. So like, you know, if you're starting out as a TO, not only do you know how to do that, you also know what terrain you need. So you just know you need to build, you know, whatever, I don't know, 16 hills and like there's so many benefits to it. But there is also massive downsides. And I just think it takes away from Warhammer Fantasy for me because maybe that's just me I've never played it and I've never had seen it until Rob brought them out. Because obviously they do a lot of that in AOS and stuff. And I was like, wow, what is this? But because it was, I don't know, it was never around when I played in eighth, sorry, but I mean, it might have been.
And if you like, I think if you went to a tournament or a couple of tournaments and it was like that, like the odd one, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. But if you went to every single tournament,
you're right.
then you might just be like, oh man, this is getting a bit static, and you know.
I just think they're smart. These players are smart, and they're good enough to know that what lists play well on boards that are like that. You know, like they know, like if you know ahead of time the types of boards you're going to have and all that. You just you like anything. If you know the comp, you know all that. You build your list around it. You know that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I do like the element of a little bit of surprise. You know, years ago, Warhammer originally was closed lists. You know, it was like you rock up and you didn't know. It wasn't until like 7th or 8th that it became sort of open, wasn't it? Like heaps of magic items in 6th ed were like surprise items. You didn't know you had them.
I don't know. Most of my tournament was like friggin' closed list. Yeah, true. Sorry. I thought you meant like you couldn't see opponents' list before the tournament, but that's like me with most tournaments. Like I don't really go through them.
And you don't know them. I don't know them enough.
Don't ASB apply my.
Yeah.
Yep. Tournament prep.
I think if you play it up, and hopefully down the track I will, where you can actually look at a list and go, right, I know what they're trying to do there. But you know, that's the advantage of Wow, I was going to say that's the advantage of like only having 9 factions in the game, but technically we don't. We still have more, and then obviously we get more armies of infamy, so it changes. But yeah. Anyway, any other stuff to talk about with Throne of Skulls there, Andrew, or like with the comp? I mean, it was, you know.
I like it. It's not a huge change. It's a subtle change, which I think is good. Like sometimes you see a big change and then it's just like it goes this crazy period where everyone's trying all this random shit and some people are trying stuff that used to work. Whilst if it's a subtle change, it just doesn't. It's not a big smack in the face sort of thing. Like it's quite easy to swallow compared to.
And it's like it's 13 months after the game release when this will get used then. So like it's a whole year. Sometimes like you do want to throw the meta around a little. Like you want to throw around so people aren't just bringing the same stuff. You just don't want it like 40k was where it's like every 3 months or something. Then you can never build to anything. Because I do feel like Chaos is a bit in that. Like I almost feel like Chaos is in a weird spot where apart from maybe those new armies of infamy, the Chaos builds, at least characters are almost the same all the time. Like you don't see a lot of variety as much as you might see in some of the other armies. So, I mean, you probably argue that with Brett's at the moment as well and stuff, even Black Orcs. But so I don't know. It's what it is.
A lot of Ogre Blades getting around, so I can't argue with varieties.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's a tournament. You've got to play what. Yeah. There's no harm in playing what actually works. I don't, that's the reality.
But no, this is good. Hopefully, we see this adopted pretty soon. I think it'll be a good addition to any tournament. The only thing you might have to do is if you do want to have dragons at your tournament in a 1,500 point tournament. But I think that's a bit out of place in a 1,500 point tournament, having a big kitted dragon.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Paddy's obviously the one who would be able to tell us, but like, because I haven't gone to their 1,500 ones, but I guess they're still, obviously they can't tool up that dragon at the same level before, but they're still, no one else can bring as much either. So they are so devastating still, I guess. So
Yeah.
they obviously, you know,
that's it. It's just, less
3 dragons
tools
out
to
of
deal with
20.
it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So like, but they need that as well. Yeah. A fully kitted Dark Elf one, the others are pretty light on. Is that for is that for one of the tournaments coming right up? Is that what you're saying? Didn't even. Sorry, just looking at the chat there. Because I know there is one. They must be having one soon. Is that this weekend or is it?
I saw that they were talking about. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw them coming next week. Yeah,
I can bring my site up because it has that now. Is that getting shared? Oh no, I'm not sharing that. Wrong one. Wrong screen.
Gomo's OnlyFans.
Yeah. On the 9th, next week. Okay, yeah. So I thought there was. I did see Blacktown in the list because Steep Peak preview.
Yeah.
We do have that now. Must have been here somewhere. Yep. The Old Hammer Spring Break on the 9th. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Would be good getting down to one of those Sydney ones. I just got to organise my life a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. We should be able to get down there, eh? It's like technically a lot closer.
Yeah. Even
cool.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh yeah, 1,500 points there. Okay, there you go. Cool. Awesome. And they've got the pairings in there. Awesome. Yeah, it's a little annoying. I need to look into this because you can see like what people are bringing here and all that. I've not signed in over here, but when I'm signed in,
yeah.
But for some reason, when I try bring it over, because it's
doesn't
not
work.
The tournament hasn't kicked off, it doesn't bring it over. So I might see if there's a way to do that. But I mean, you just come into Best Coast, so that's all cool. Well, yeah, I'll have to go through and see how it has affected, because I haven't really looked at any 1,500 point lists apart from like MetaHammer's got them here, so you can have a look at some of them. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, something to try, man. Maybe we should play some 1,500 point games sometimes just to see what it's like. I know we tried our first game was going to be 1,500, and I made you play 16 something so I could take my Necrosphinx or whatever it was, or Necrosphinx in a casket and whatever it was. I can't remember. Just I want to fit it in.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, it would be a nice
Manticore.
Yeah, like noticeably quicker.
Yeah, true.
You're just going to be down like those probably 2 or 3 pieces, 2 or 3 units.
Yeah, we could try that one day. It might be good. Obviously, they've been doing a lot of it, so yeah, to give it a go. It is weird, isn't it? The points levels until everyone sort of settles in. You got, and you got a couple of those bigger tournaments in the US that were doing the bigger ones, 2,400 points and stuff. But
yeah.
Nah, awesome.
Maybe the Skaven can make a little comeback in a 1,500 point game. If you're not going to have too many big dragons.
True. Yeah.
I'm keen to get the Skaven out again. Actually,
you got is anyone coming here? So, Paddy, while we're here, let's have a look at this. We should maybe we could preview this. So that's on the 9th, isn't it? So we could preview this next week. We could give some. There might be some movement in the standings, in the when I say standings, the the rankings here.
Well, I need to go down and defend my 8th place or 9th place, wherever I am.
Keith's here. Keith's coming, and he's up there. And then obviously Paddy Gallagher, I should say, is there as well. And there's a bunch of these other guys that are probably up there.
There's a lot of names there that I recognise too. That'd be good. That'd be fun. That'd be nice.
Yeah, you're 10th at the moment. Yeah. It's on TK. Right, yeah.
As I stay in the top 20, that's all I need. The other Paddy.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh yeah, she's back on that. Okay, cool. This is her. Yeah. Is this? I'll sign in. I don't know why I'm not signed in there. Is she the list out there?
That's a tangent going on right now.
I don't mean to be screwing if people aren't supposed to look at it. Is this the same? Because she had the massive Sharpties and she's got 2 giants. Yeah. Because what did she take on 6th? Remember the 6th ed game she played and she had all her sculpted Sharpties, and they were giants, weren't they? Yeah, the 2 Necroloth Colossus. So she must have them.
I remember she had the giant list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be the same one then. Cool. Awesome.
Mm.
Level 1 Necromancy. Yeah, I mean, she's a bloody good player. Wow, that's going to be cool. That's cool to see her bring something else out for Old World, because she's been playing Wood Elves at most of the comps. So
yeah,
I might have to look through these lists, and maybe we can comment on Monday on podcast.
I reckon that'd be a cool little rundown, actually.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that, and then actually know what we're talking about rather than try to do it live, because I haven't actually looked at them. It's awesome. Well, hopefully we entertain someone for a few minutes on a Friday.
That's one
anything else to add with
entertained, we're happy.
Yeah. Anything to add? Otherwise, might close it out, because we weren't going to go too long tonight. We'll just
we weren't. On and then chat we usually can ramble.
25%.
No, that was good. That was really good. I'm happy. I think that's an awesome change. That's not. It's not a bitter pill. I think it'll be quite easily absorbed amongst the community.
Interesting to see. Yep. Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot of videos coming out talking about it. Yeah, no worries, guys. Yeah, and you too, man, as well. Like, thanks for all your content coming out. It's been really good. Been definitely watching it when you get a chance. I'll have to have a podcast gathering one day and just have everyone on. You know how we did that for Christmas with the other guys overseas, but Hearthstone haven't put any podcasts out for years, so I have to.
We need an Aussie collab. That's all we need. Get all the Aussie.
That's the thing. We just do an Aussie one.
Yeah. Just too much. It'd be so easy with the time. Yeah. Just time zones.
Yeah, no, that'd be easy. We'll sort that out. We should be able to do that. Cool. Like okay. Brady. Well, we'll try and get down to Sydney when we get a chance, because that will be fun.
That would meet and greet, a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Some dice.
Oh, thanks, guys. Sorry, Zoltan, we're about to close it out. Hope you're having a good Friday or Thursday day, whatever it is for you, wherever you are. But yeah, thanks, guys, for watching another one of our ad hoc live streams, and check us out next week, the Net Pod, when we chat some of this stuff anyway. And like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Drop some comments. And if you're not on our Patreon, jump over at patreon.com/oldworldfanatics. Got lots of stuff coming out. And as we say, keep on rolling dice, guys. Yeah, cheers. See ya.
Cheers. See ya.